Crypto 2, been sharpening skills in this market, ready for the bull run. Yes!
GM to the Link Marines and all of you out there enjoying this fine Saturday morning. In this video, we're going to go into why exactly Chainlink should see some appreciation from here with the biggest seller stepping out the market, plus an update on the Uni V3 business license expiry and a few other things across the crypto landscape. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So we're starting off here with Bitcoin, just a little bit of an update here. It is at resistance yet again. You can see the monthly resistance ahead, 34,800 bucks is the kind of roundabout figure. If we just add the indicator, which is the Gaussian channel, just to follow up on some analysis I've been consuming from Eric Crown ad nauseum at this point, we just pop this on top. You can see there's a bit of an alignment with the monthly resistance just above the top end of that Gaussian channel there. So this well could be a region we come and visit, as if you do consume Eric's narrative and his analysis here, every time we've closed above the mean band here in the middle, we do get a free ride to the top of the Gaussian channel, currently at around 32 to 33,000 bucks, potentially then a little bit of an overshoot before a pullback then, which could very nicely set us all up for a nice pump here in April and then a sell in May and walk away kind of scenario. Potentially. But first story here, we have the US government fumbling the Bitcoin bag yet again. So this was officially released yesterday. The US government sold 9,800 Bitcoins on March 14th and intends to sell a further 41,500. I believe these relate to Silk Road confiscated Bitcoins. And so of course they are dumping their bags here, which is quite amusing. More information down here around Silk Road and how they plan to liquidate assets across the rest of the calendar year. Man of the moment, not one to miss out on a news headline just in Sun. The US government's going to be selling 41,500 Bitcoins. In order to minimize the impact on the market, I would like to offer a purchase of these Bitcoins at a 10% discount via OTC trade right now. What a crazy guy. So if we check out this analysis from Ansem, Bears had the assistance of the US government selling 10,000 Bitcoins into the range highs and price still went higher. LOL. As you can see from the red ringed area there, that was the rejection, the spike of the highs, government dumping some Bitcoin bags there, and then we accelerated right through this. This could also be CZ's emergency backup fund being deployed to actually soak up the sells of the US government. What a crazy paradigm we live in. So main story of today is the fact that Chainlink, the Link token, is out of its biggest seller. So this is super interesting. Sellers are out of Link tokens. Nap Jinnah actually posted. He's been very much on the ball for this one, so shout out to him. So he was chalking off the days in March until the sells were done by Chainlink. This is the reason why. So he says, wonder why Link has been so flat and underperformed massively for around 9 months, while Chainlink has been selling their tokens en masse, as disclosed back in the summer of 2022. They made a public statement that they plan to finish selling by the end of Q1 2023. I have the document at hand just a second. So he says the supply circulating 491 million tokens out of 1 billion. And the quote here is that the foundation expects to sell around 5% of the supply, 50 million tokens over the next 9 months, ending in Q1 2023. And he says they sold 10% of circulating supply, and so we should see some relief soon. And also mentioning, if you're bullish on crypto, Link should outperform big. This is the fact we have CCIP coming very soon, the narrative around real world assets on the blockchain as well. Link is going to be a core component of this. So this is obviously one of those DeFi blue chips and just generally a crypto blue chip that if crypto does well, of course, Link will do well as well. So if we just think about the price action of Link, it's been pretty bad. However, when the biggest seller of the tokens, the foundation, is no longer selling them, that of course should provide some price-based relief. So here is said evidence blog post dated June of 2022 to create clarity for the Chainlink community, and as a critical part of Chainlink Economics 2.0, the foundation expects to sell no more than 5% of the supply, 15 million Link tokens. They will be moved into circulating supply over the next 9 months through the first quarter of 2023. Then further down in the blog post, they do list all the team-based wallets. You can check these out on the holders list on Etherscan and see the movements of these. But it does seem the biggest seller is no longer selling as of today. So a quick trip down memory lane when Sergey Nazarov, as this guy posts, SN, Sergey Nazarov, Satoshi Nakamoto, Lex Friedman asked him if he was Satoshi, which is rather funny. And the conspiracy theorists out there suggesting there are IP addresses matching Satoshi's blog post to a hotel review under the name of Sergey. Let's listen into this one for the culture.
Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? There's quite a few people who suggest that person is you. So, is it you?
That is one heck of a poker face, by the way.
No.
Who do you think it could be?
I don't know who it is. I think if I had to guess, it's probably a group of people, some of which might not even be around anymore. Obviously I'm very grateful to, if this is a singular or a group of people, for kicking off this entire industry and making this amazing change in the world that, I have the privilege and luxury of being part of in some small way in the work that I do. I think also this kind of focus on who is Satoshi or who isn't Satoshi shouldn't, in my opinion, matter so much, because regardless of who it is, that, in my opinion, should have no substantial, significant effect or bearing on the functioning or the value or the use or the security of the Bitcoin system, right? So I think whoever it is, they're probably better off not making that public.
Sounds like the type of stuff you would say if you were Satoshi Nakamoto. Anyways, over to the chart here, big yellow line as you can see there. This has capped price since May of 2022. So if we just measure this out from this kind of region here, we are talking 325, 330 days, somewhere in that kind of space. So Chainlink has been consolidating under this level for quite some time now, and I do expect once it can bust through that $9.30-ish region, it should be off to the races, and we are potentially seeing the starting catalyst of that CCIP coming and Chainlink team no longer aggressively selling so many linkies. If you are a Link Marine, do subscribe to the channel. A few quick updates here. RocketPool Intern always keeps me in the loop over on Twitter. Shout out to him. In case you missed it, he tweets to me 18th of April at midnight. This is when RocketPool Atlas upgrade takes place. Improved protocol efficiency, higher node operator rewards, a greatly boosted RETH capacity, and still fully permissionless. This means they're moving to this LEB8. So currently the RocketPool node operators have to supply 16 ETH, and then they get 16 ETH from the pool of normies. And this is actually changing to 8. So the operator thus has to hold just 8, and they will be given 24 from the normies, just to put it simply. So this means for every single operator there is right now, they can 3x the number of nodes they're able to run. So this increases capacity and the potential expansion of RocketPool's RETH token. So definitely a bullish catalyst coming here, 18th of April being said date. It's been ticking up nicely here, and you can see a consolidation at the highs here of the last 6 months, spiked all the way up to plus $50. Came back down, gave a good few entry points here in the mid 30s, and now above 40, pushing towards 45 bucks here. And then another narrative is the Uni V3 one, with their business license expiring today on 1st of April. This is not an April Fool's. And so what we're seeing is the protocols that are net beneficiaries of this doing rather well. As you can see from the last 7-day charts on these, they're really starting to tick up nicely here with some big momentum. Unipilot up 89%, Gamma Strategies up 74%. Lit 26, Popsicle 26, Gelato pretty much flat there, but very interesting to see how these guys will all perform now with more Uni V3 forks coming online and having to have their liquidity managed. So most of these are Uni V3 liquidity optimizers or managers, and Quant Meta over on Twitter posted this little chart here. This was posted on the 30th of March, and the prices are up quite substantially from this point already here. So do check this out. I think this is obviously a fundamental change that will see a lot more traction for these protocols. So as I've said in a previous video, it's like having a shop, but now your customer base is about to go through a Cambrian explosion. So this may obviously pave way for a lot of rug pulls, shitcoin copies of Uni V3 on various chains. But at the end of the day, if there is liquidity to be managed, these are the kinds of shovels plays that could be very interesting here. Obviously, they've marked up quite a bit over the first few days here, but I think this is a trend set to continue. So we shall leave things up there. Drop me your comments down below if you liked today's video, what you liked about it, and what you think about Chainlink with the biggest seller now out of the market. Are the Link Marines about to get a big leg up past $9 this coming month? Drop me a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again maybe tomorrow. Peace.